Consider the following statement regarding the important moderate leaders of Indian National Congress 1885 to 1905 and their political approach. The moderates deliberately kept their political agitation confined to the educated middle class. The moderate deliberately kept their political agitation confined to the educated middle class because they believed that the broader Indian masses lacked the necessary political consciousness and cohesion for a direct struggle. It is a true statement. Because moderates always believed that people should have political knowledge. They always believed that the educated people can only have the clarity among the thoughts. The educated people can only face the political capacity of the Britishers. And if the mass is uneducated, these mass cannot have a good support for us to grow politically while facing the Britishers. So always they felt that the mass is premature. The masses to the movement should be mature enough that they should understand the British policy. The movement should prematurely, if the movement is run by common people like farmer, peasants, uneducated masses, they may lead to violence. And once violence gets started, it would be suppressed by the Britishers. इनको लगता था कि अगर पढ़े लिखे लोग हमारे साथ आंदोलन में नहीं आएंगे तो हम अनपढ़ लोग अगर आ जाएंगे, कम पढ़े लिखे लोग आ जाएंगे जो अंग्रेजी की नीतियों की, अंग्रेजों की बातों को नहीं समझ पाएंगे, तो ऐसी परिस्थिति में कहीं ना कहीं वो हिंसा की तरफ आंदोलन को लेकर चले जाएंगे। और अगर हिंसा हुई तो अंग्रेज भी यही चाहते हैं और वो हमारा दमन यानी हमें समाप्त कर देंगे, हमारे मूवमेंट को सप्रेस कर देंगे। और इसी कारण से इन्होंने क्या किया, इसको हम ट्रू मानते हैं। Believing that the British public was fundamentally just and merely unaware of the true condition in India, the INC established a British committee in London in 1889 and launched a journal named India to shape public opinion there. It is also a correct statement. The branch of INC was established there in the London, and it was British India Committee. The British India Committee was in the year 1889. It was established there. The motto of this British India Committee was different because moderates always believed that our voice is not getting into the ears of the officials at London and Britishers. इनका कहना था कि हमारी आवाजें जो हैं लंदन तक नहीं पहुंच पा रही हैं, हमारी आवाजें वहां के अधिकारियों के कानों में नहीं पहुंच पा रही। अगर हमारी आवाज वहां पहुंच गई तो चूंकि हम 3P पॉलिसी का पालन करते हैं, बिकॉज वी बिलीव इन प्रेयर, वी बिलीव इन प्रोटेशन, वी बिलीव इन पिटीशन एंड वी बिलीव इन प्रोटेस्ट. So that is why if prayer, petition, protest is a policy which was being followed by the moderates, they always believed that if our proposal gets reached to the London, the officials at London, the crown at London, it will be very clear that these people get our proposal approved. So that is why the statement is believing that the British public was fundamentally and just merely unaware of the true conditions in India. The INC established a British committee in London and launched a journal named India. Basically, journal named India was a Mukh Patra. It was a vocal voice to the organization, and it basically whatever is written in the vocal voice, that is a Mukh Patra, is always a statement, official statement which is considered from the organization. For example, in Shiv Sena there is a Mukh Patra of Shiv Sena also, and if something is written in that Mukh Patra, it is considered as the official statement of Shiv Sena. है ना? So this statement comes to a true event. Now third, the Indian Council Act of 1892. See, this act is very important. It is widely considered a primary political consensus won by the moderate. Constitutional method introduced the principle of direct universal franchise. No. This is incorrect. See, Indian Council Act never approved the principle of direct election. It was indirect election, and that too members were being nominated. Members were being nominated only. So this comes to an incorrect one. Universal adult franchise, this was also not there. If you look forward to the universal adult franchise and direct election, it was given in the year 1909 during the Morley-Minto Reforms, Morley Minto Reforms, or it was Indian Council Act 1909. So for the election of the non-official member to the Legislative Council, a member, the method which was utilized or it was used was indirect. That was nomination. Nomination based on the recommendation of bodies like municipalities, universities, Chamber of Commerce. And these people who were being nominated from the municipalities, universities and Chamber of Commerce were being allowed to sit to the support system of the Viceroy's Legislative Council. And they did one more thing. They merely increased the number of people. For example, it was increased from 10 to 16 non-official members in the Central Assembly. So always Britishers believe like this. Next, the economic critic of the British rule was a notable blind spot for the moderates. Blind spot is incorrect. It was not a blind spot. As leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji and Dinsa Adolvi Wacha initially supported the British policy of free trade and foreign capital invest to modernize India. See, it was not a kind of blind support or blind spot. Why I am saying this? The economic critic of the British imperialism was not a blind support. It was basically argued and it was arguably done by the moderates. And they have a very good contribution also. For example, Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji, this person Dadabhai Naoroji always criticized. It was not a blind support. He always criticized the policy of Britishers. He gave in his book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, he criticized the drain of wealth theory. And this drain of wealth theory, it clearly explained that how Britishers are looting our resources. And it was done in the year 1896. A proposal was also passed by Dadabhai Naoroji. Ramesh Chandra Dutt, R.C. Dutt, Dinsa Adolvi Wacha, these all people. R.C. Dutt has written his own book also, Economic History of India. So these person like Dadabhai Naoroji, Dinsa Adolvi Wacha, R.C. Dutt, these people exposed the British policies. They exposed the Britishers that Britishers are forcing the foreign capital to India to capture the things, to ruin the industries growing and booming in and around India like cottage industries, small industries, handicraft industries. अगर बाहर से विदेशों से पैसा भारत आएगा तो भारत अगर पैसा आएगा तो भारत में वो पैसा क्या करेगा? चार तो डालेगा नहीं. सो वो पैसा क्या करेगा भाई? तो वो पैसा जो भारत आएगा वो पैसे से फैक्ट्रियां खोलेंगी, तो वो फैक्ट्रियों से रिसोर्सेज पर कब्जा करेंगे. तो अगर ये फैक्ट्रियां खोलेंगे तो हमारी फैक्ट्रियां लाइक कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज, कुटीर उद्योग जिन्हें आप कहते हैं, लाइक स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज जो लघु उद्योग आप कहते हैं, लाइक हैंडीक्राफ्ट इंडस्ट्रीज, तो दीज ऑल इंडस्ट्रीज वर वीकर इन सेक्शन, वीकर इन स्ट्रेंथ. सो ये सारी बंद हो जाएंगी और अंग्रेजों की इंडस्ट्री चलेंगी. सो इन्होंने कभी भी सपोर्ट नहीं किया लाइक फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट का. इन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, फॉरेन कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट टू मॉडर्नाइज इंडिया इज नॉट दैट इंपॉर्टेंट, इट विल ruin द इंडिजिनस इंडस्ट्रीज लाइक कॉटन, हैंडीक्राफ्ट एंड अदर्स. क्लियर है? इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? सो 1 and 2 is correct. A is the correct option. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding the political methodology and strategies employed by the early nationalists between 1885 and 1905. A core tenet of their political strategy involved organizing grassroots peasant movement and no-tax campaigns to economic pressure the British administration in granting constitutional concession. I am not okay with this. देखिए भाई, अंग्रेजी मीडियम की ये क्लास है, हिंदी मीडियम की नहीं है, ये इंग्लिश मीडियम की क्लास है. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ईच एंड एवरी लर्नर जो इंग्लिश मीडियम के हैं कि एक बार मेरा हौसला बढ़ाएं और एक बार कमेंट बॉक्स में कुछ कमेंट भी करें, है ना. See, a core tenet of their political strategy involved organizing the grassroots peasant movement and no tax campaigns economically pressure the नहीं गलत. Basically moderate had a policy and the early nationalists or the moderate leaders, they always avoided the grassroots methods like mass movement and no tax campaign. It was strictly localized not to the peasant movement, it was strictly confined to the educated middle class society. These moderate people always believed that the masses were not enough mature to take these decisions. And if something uneven happens, Britishers will suppress this, वो उनका दमन कर देंगे, and that is why it is a incorrect statement. Their methodology was strictly confined with the bounds of the constitution agitation, relying heavily on passing resolution, sending petitions and submitting memorials to the government. ये correct statement है. आपको भी पता है कि these moderate leaders were following the policy of 3P, that is a prayer, petition and protest. They were following the folded hand policy. Folded hand policy. What does this mean? Folded hand policy. फोल्डेड हैंड पॉलिसी का मतलब क्या होता है? फोल्डेड हैंड पॉलिसी का मतलब होता है अंग्रेजों के सामने हाथ जोड़कर खड़े हो जाना कि हुजूर हमारा काम आप कर दीजिए. उनके सामने बो डाउन नहीं करना, बट उनके सामने रिक्वेस्ट मोड में हमेशा के लिए खड़े रहना. दे बिलीव दैट दे शुड ऑलवेज बी अंडर द पॉलिटिकल के अंदर में क्या है? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एजिटेशन, संवैधानिक दायरों में रहकर ही प्रदर्शन करना. तो ये मॉडरेट्स की पॉलिसीज हैं. So it is a correct statement. They operated under the fundamental belief that the British public and parliament were inherently just and that Indian grievances existed largely because the British authorities in London are unaware of the true state of affair. Very correct. इनका मानना था कि भाई ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट को हमारी बिगड़ी हुई हालातों की जानकारी नहीं है. वो लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं, वो लोग न्याय प्रिय हैं, वो हमारे साथ न्याय करेंगे. They have a fundamental sense of justice. These were the policies and belief of moderate leaders. But actually what is happening is that they are feeling that the Britishers are unaware of the facts which is happening in the India. And that is why they established the organization named British India Committee at London also. So this statement comes to an true event. In order to mobilize the broader population for the national cause, the early nationalists frequently utilized traditional religious festival and cultural symbol as a tool for mass political awakening. This is incorrect. Why I am saying? The early nationalist, it is asking. It was not nationalist, it was extremist. उग्र राष्ट्रवादी बाल लाल पाल घोष BLPG. Bal Lal Pal Ghosh. So basically if you talk about Bal Gangadhar Tilak, if you talk about Lala Lajpat Roy, if you talk about Bipin Chandra Paul, if you talk about Arvindo Ghosh, these were the extremist leaders, and all these extremist leaders believed that we can utilize traditional religious festival and cultural symbols. For example, like Ganpati Utsav. Like Ganpati Utsav. It was Ganpati Utsav. Like Shivaji Jayanti. Shivaji Jayanti. So Ganpati Utsav and Shivaji Jayanti was a kind of festival which was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak just to organize the people, just to mobilize the people, just to make them politically aware about the facts happening in and around in India, just to motivate them to support the extremist behavior. And moderates, accordingly, these were the kinds of the treatment or the perspective of the extremist leader, not the moderate leader, not the early nationalist. So this is incorrect. ये इसलिए गलत हो जाता है. Moderates always kept their political discourse secular, formal, confined to the elite class of the people, educated class of the people, always believed that the Britishers are for the welfare of the society, they are helping in and out for us to grow. We should be under the British rule so that we can develop heavily and fastly. These were the policies and thought process of the moderate leaders. So using religious festival like Ganpati and Shivaji Jayanti or Shivaji festival and cultural symbol for the mass mobilization, it was a kind of a hallmark for the extremist phase. And this phase gained the momentum This phase gained the momentum after 1905. That was after the partition of Bengal took place, when there was a mass mobilization against the attitude and thought process of the moderates, and people believed that the moderates are not enough, having confined solution to the problems of the masses of the country, and that is why they started supporting the new flavor, and that was the extremist phase to break out there in the 1906 with the start of the Swadeshi and boycott movement in India. So, वीडियो बहुत लोग लाइक भी नहीं किए, कोई बात नहीं. नो प्रॉब्लम. Is it clear to everyone in the class? Acha, another thing which can be asked from the core like Dada Bhai Nauroji, there is one word DBN, Dada Bhai Nauroji. You people are aware that Dada Bhai Nauroji was the president for the INC for that 3 times. First in the year 1886, that it took place at Calcutta. Second in the year 1893, this took place at Lahore. Third in the year 1906 at Calcutta. So he represented the chairmanship for the 3 times. This Dada Bhai Nauroji was the first Parsi president of INC. Secondly, he was a professor of physics. These questions have been asked multiple times. Physics and maths at Elphinstone College in Bombay. Secondly, he was a professor of Gujarati language at London University. Thirdly, he wrote a book, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. He used the word for first time. In this book only, in the year 1896, at the session which was held at Calcutta under the chairmanship of Rahimtullah Sevani, he gave a concept of drain of wealth. Next, which is important about Dada Bhai Nauroji, is like he was the person who suggested the name change from INU to INC. He was the person who written Rast Goftar. प्रयांजलि वर्मा क्यों नहीं शो करेगा भाई, आप एक बार टीम से बात कर लीजिए तो वो आपको हेल्प आउट कर देंगे और आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Along with this, he was the first person next 6. He was first to be elected as member of British Legislative Council, member of British Parliament, in the year 1892. From which seat, if it asked, it was Finsbury. House, it will ask, House of Commons. Party, it will ask, it was a Labour Party or Liberal Party. He was first to be elected, but he was second to fight the election. ये पहले आदमी है जिनका चुनाव हुआ था, लेकिन दूसरे आदमी हैं जिन्होंने चुनाव लड़ा था. So he was second to contest election. तब आपके मन में एक सवाल आएगा कि पहला कौन था? Who was first? Then first was लाल मोहन घोष. In the year 1885. तो इतने फैक्ट्स आपको दादा भाई नौरोजी के बारे में पता होने चाहिए, तो इट विल हेल्प यू आउट. एंड अनब्रिटिश शब्द किसने इस्तेमाल किया? तो इन्होंने इस्तेमाल किया था. ठीक है जी, करेक्ट है. इट इज करेक्ट टू एवरीवन. तो ये क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर आ गया है. 2 and 3 इज करेक्ट. करेक्ट आंसर इज बी ऑप्शन.